An apology 35 years in the making. We are live over police headquarters where moments ago the chief began speaking to a crowd of people.
The Toronto Police Service recognizes that February 5th of this year marked the 35th anniversary of one of the largest mass arrests in Canadian history. The Toronto Police raids on Toronto bathhouses did not occur on just one evening, but the February 1981 event was the most dramatic of its destructiveness and in the number of men arrested, some 300. An extraordinary community response led to the eventual acquittal of almost everyone arrested that night. The 35th anniversary of the 1981 raids is a time when the Toronto Police Service expresses its regret for those very actions. It is also an occasion to acknowledge the lessons learned about the risks of treating any part of Toronto's many communities as not fully a part of society.
Good evening. Police raided 4 gay bathhouses in 1981.
Tonight, Chief Mark Saunders is officially apologizing on behalf of the police service and the officers.
CTV's Colin D'Mello joins us now at police headquarters on College Street. Colin, the chief just finishing his speech. I believe the words were expresses its regrets.
Yes, Ken, but even those words are very historic because a Toronto police chief has not in recent memory apologized for any event of the service's doing. Today, even the mayor, John Tory, spoke, saying that that event went against our sense of justice and decency. In his words, we have to remember, acknowledge, and apologize. Today, we spoke to one man who was there that night at the time of the raids. As Toronto's gay community struggled for equal rights in 1981, Tony Fay was struggling as well with the trauma of his bathhouse arrest.
They were breaking in doors, there was walls smashed. They did everything they could to intimidate us. It was not a good scene.
Fay was one of hundreds handcuffed during those raids, even though he was an employee at the private club. The effects of his arrest lingered for years.
Back then, we had no rights. You could get fired for being gay, you could lose your apartment for being gay, you got thrown out of your home for being gay.
Today, after 35 years, an official recognition from the chief of police.
The February 1981 event was the most dramatic of its destructiveness and in the number of men arrested, some 300.
That the officers and the force were wrong to conduct those raids.
The 35th anniversary of the 1981 raids is a time when the Toronto Police Service expresses its regret for those very actions.
The apology is historic because the raids were a flashpoint in LGBTQ history. Murals have been painted on Church Street depicting the injustice of that night, and the trauma still lingers in the village.
This acknowledges the importance of that particular moment in the history of Toronto, and acknowledges that the police have changed their relationship to the gay community, at least significant parts of the gay community.
35 years later, Fay now works for the TTC, happy with how life turned out. But the apology serves as further healing.
It's a long time in coming. It puts some closure to the fact that what we were doing was not wrong, was not illegal, and it just makes us feel better.
Chief Saunders says there are many lessons that the Toronto Police Service can learn about how to be progressive, especially with the LGBTQ community. He's up speaking again about what the police service intends to do. Take a listen.
There is a tremendous effort from the men and women, both sworn and civilian, to try to make a positive difference in keeping our service and our communities as safe as we possibly can. This year, I promise you, we will have a great parade. It will be a safe parade. Thank you for coming. Happy Pride.
So there you have it. Chief Mark Saunders apologizing for the 1981 bathhouse arrests and a historic moment. And he says as part of that, they will be introducing gender equality washrooms here at Toronto Police headquarters, something that has never been done in the history of this police service. Reporting live at headquarters, I'm Colin D'Mello. Ken Michel, back to you.